Welcome back, Minecrafters. This is BinaryGuy10, and we're playing around on my home server. Let's see, I ran out of meat. Oh, and we're out of steak here too. Okay. Oh, we have some cows hanging out here, so let's just flip the lever. There's something missing. Yep, for those of you who've seen this before, there should be water, pushing all the cows out, dropping them down the hole. Right now, the only way of them falling in is if we run in here and we're like, cha! Go in the hole, cow! Go in the hole! Push! Ah, he fell in. No way am I doing that for all these cows. Okay, let's see what's going on. What? A jailbreak, eh? Well, if you're not going to stay in the cage, then, cha! Okay. Alright, so, I do actually know what's going on with my farm. Oh, he just fell in on his own. It's actually been broken for a while, and I do remember some of y'all talking about that the dispenser system did not work here. That's due to actually the 1.5 updates. The way this worked again, when I put that lever, it would come down here and apply a redstone update to every one of these dispensers. And that worked because, let's see, they all had levers underneath them. But with the new, well, not new now, but with the Minecraft updates, that doesn't work anymore. So if the dispensers are powered and you apply a redstone update, it will not dispense. Let's go ahead and flip over to a test world real quick. Okay. So the old way, this is what it is now. I used to have let's just put a lever there, a lever there. So normally that's what would cause it to update. Now, the lever doesn't really do anything. So I would have to power it twice. Once one power retracts and one power dispenses. But I still just have one lever. I don't want to flip the lever twice in order to make it work. Which I could, but I don't want to do that. So what this is a rising and falling edge detector. It's just you have your input block here, a torch going into a repeater, as well as a piston. So it's off, there's no power coming through it. Flip the switch. It puts out a quick pulse. You see this is now dispensing power, but it's been blocked off. Let it go, and it dispenses a really quick pulse. So let's just stand here and do that a couple times. See, it just barely pulsed, it barely pulsed, barely pulsed, and barely pulsed. So the water's coming out, and the water goes away, and the water comes back out. Okay, so essentially, there's a lot of really tight wiring on my LP world, so this is going to be a little tricky to show. I'll do my best. I'm probably going to actually build most of it off camera. Never mind. Let's go ahead and flip over and do that now. Okay, so down here, somewhere in this area, maybe over here, maybe over there, one of the two, I'm going to have that little rising falling edge detector. And I'll also need to go through underneath each one of these and knock out the torches, because that'll be messing with it as well. Yeah, and I have absolutely no materials for this project on me, so let me run grab some of those. Normally I try to cut out my running around my world, but I realize that some of you might not have seen too much of it. So this is the cow room. Kind of bland on the far side, but I like this wall. The cow fryer right there in the middle. We'll use that once we get everything working. Back to the nice read room. Nighttime. Ooh, another project I need to finish. This is a pumpkin farm. It's supposed to exactly mirror this melon farm. But it has not been built yet. Yay, hoppers. Ooh, I'm going to need to actually craft another stack of melons pretty soon. Fun stuff. One of these days, you know, I might actually do something with a bunch of melons. But not today. Today we need redstone stuff, so let's take some redstone. And some repeaters. One should be enough. Need a sticky piston. Yeah, overall, this is a pretty small build, which is nice that this can fix it so easily and efficiently. I need to go get some crap. This is my smelter. I've just been going through, tossing whatever cobble. And there we go. I'm sure that you're all so riveted watching me store my inventory, but you know, you should be proud of me because I'm usually so bad at inventory management that, you know, this is a big step up for me. Now we're good. I need a stick because I need a redstone torch. Okay, now we are ready. I heard a slime down there somewhere. This base is built on so many slime chunks, it's not even funny. Okay. Time for some amazing, awesome redstone crafting. Down we go, down we go. Jump! Alright. This is where the power comes down from the lever upstairs. So I'm just going to reroute it. It comes into this block. I'm going to make it come over one, just so I don't get my wires crossed. On the outside of this, I'm going to put a torch. Actually, let's set it one down to the floor. Hole! Okay, so, come in here, come onto a torch. On top of the torch, I'm going to put the sticky piston. Oh! Punch me in the face. Underneath that, put there, put there. Okay, so if I take this out. Alright, so the power is going to be going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's good. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so no worries about the redstone signal burning out. What I need to do now is just go through and get rid of the torch underneath all of these dispensers. So essentially, be gone with your torch. And then put this back, put the redstone on top of it, and I'm sure you don't want to see every instance of me doing that, so I'll be right back. Okay, so I've gotten rid of all of the levers, and here we go. I'm tired of watermelon. Test number 1. Okay, nothing happened. Zip. Okay, well the water turned on. Alright, well this should turn it off. And okay, essentially it's still requiring 2 pulses. Let's take a look downstairs and see what the problem is. Because remember, this worked in the test world. What are we doing wrong? Yep. Fell in the hole. Jump. Okay. So the wire comes down through here to here. Let's just test it real quick with this lever. Power comes on. No pulse. Off. There's a pulse. On. No pulse. Off. There's a pulse. Oh! Okay, this redstone's running directly into this piston as well as the block underneath it. Let's see. It needs to go not there, but it needs to run directly into that block. Here, so that should do it. And the reason I put that block there is so that this would go directly into the block instead of curving back up and making a loop, which we don't want. Okay, let's see if this works. Pulse. 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 Very nice. Okay. So now I can just go ahead and put this down, fill this up. Don't need it anymore. Do not put a block here because that redstone's going down the steps. But here, 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 here. There. That should work. Okay, if we go back upstairs. Alright, so the water's off. Chunk. The water's on. And the water's off. Ah, perfect. Awesome. Okay, but you may have noticed there's still an issue. Yeah, there's no hole. Alright, I'll turn it off for now. Okay, so the problem being, this line used to go on and off, so I was using this to power the door mechanism. So this is the doors downstairs. Essentially just a horizontal jeb door. So it pulls out to the side and straight down, or sorry, straight down and out to the side so that there's a fully flush floor. Fully flush floor, fully flush floor, fully flush floor. Yep, can be done. Okay, a fully flush floor, and then it drops into a 2x2 hole. But what it's missing is a way to stay on now. So we need this to be a T flip-flop so that when the power comes in, it turns it on and off. And it needs to be synced up with the water being on so that the doors don't open when the water turns off and vice versa. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to go ahead and break this out. So for the door to be closed, the power needs to be on. Just remember that. Okay. So we need to put the T flip-flop right here. Let me get all this stuff out of the way. Okay, so the power comes in like this. I'm actually going to build the T flip-flop right here. Let me dig out a quick little space. I'll be right back. Let's go ahead and get to building this T flip-flop. This may be a little different than some of the ones that we've seen used before. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, put an upwards facing piston. Actually, scoot it over one more block. Put that right here, because I want this power to come in facing the block that's on top of it, right there. Gonna have a repeater, just set to 1 tick coming out of it, into another block, not another block. On the other side of that, I want to have a piston. Okay. Now, let's see. There's gonna be a block right here. So let me just make a button really quick. Oh! So the way this is going to toggle, let me just put it right here and that'll... Yeah. See, the block is over here. The block is over there. Block is over here. Alright, so the power goes into this block, which powers the repeater, which powers the piston, but it also powers the piston underneath this block, which makes it push the block upwards, which immediately turns off the power after only 1 tick. So it's essentially a monostable circuit that just pushes a block back and forth. So in order to make this the flip-flop, I need to put a torch underneath one of these. And remember, right now I said the water is off. So that means I need to have the power on. So I put a torch under here, the block on top of it. Aha! There, everything is now powered. This room looks horrible. This was before I started making my wiring pretty. But anyway, if I try to make everything that I've ever done pretty, going back through everything that I've built so far, we'd be here for a while. What? How did they die there? That's weird. How'd you get out? That's weird too. Okay. The price he had to pay for escaping. Okay, this should... We've heard that before, but this should do it. Cows. They're falling in. Come on. There's plenty of room for everybody. Go ahead. Okay, they all fall through, and close the door. Ah. I didn't close the door. Why not? Okay. Down the stairs. It moved. No, it didn't. And make sure that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's plenty, yeah? Okay, so the power's off. Now it should be on. Let me just put that button up here. Or better yet, flip the switch. So now the water's flowing. I can hear it. Okay, well that worked. Except for it's backwards. Well, that's an easy enough fix if we assume that's the only problem. Put the torch here. There. Oh, no, never mind. The water's on, the door's shut. That's wrong. This is the stuff that I usually cut out, guys. But I figured that I would give you a episode with all the behind the scenes stuff. Okay, so this is actually right now. Cal? How did you get in here? It's a bad idea, whichever way it was. There's so many cows in there. Somebody that he just flew out across the room and landed in the water. Alright, water off. Okay. Let me turn off the switch downstairs. Because that's going to mess everything up. Everything, I say. Okay, so there's no pulse, there's no pulse. The water's flowing, the door is open. I need to build a better passageway up here. Alright, lever up, turn everything back off. It didn't pulse. Alright, well give me just a second so I don't take up the whole episode figuring this out. Be right back. Okay, so not much time has passed at all. But I did make progress. Look at how quickly this machine works when the pulse comes through. Very quickly. So quickly, in fact, that when I went downstairs to look at it, I noticed that this block was up in the air. Then I realized this redstone is pulsing at only one tick already. So essentially, I could run this redstone directly into this piston since it's already shortened to one tick. That was a much better idea I had than the first one I had, which was to lengthen this pulse by putting a repeater here and then shortening it back out. And I'm like, that's ridiculous. Okay. So, what we're going to do is dig straight down. There we go. And extend this one tick pulse into this block. So right now, the water's on, the doors are open. And when I flip the lever, make sure my lever's turned the right way up here. The lever should be down for this. Okay. Okay. That is a weird bug. That was very weird. But it actually made the wiring cleaner. I only wish that I had thought of it and I could have planned it in. So the power is still on. Let's go upstairs, turn the power off, and then that should close the door and turn the water off. Because they're both open and running, so let's turn it off. Aha! Aha! Very nice, very nice. Oh. Door opens, water goes. Door closes, water stops. Whew. Okay. That is so much better, so much better. Let me stow some stuff over here. Eat my last bit of watermelon for a while. Oh, it only does one drumstick, food bar, whatever you want to call the thing. But only one of them at a time. Let's make some room. So I'm getting ready to run the cow cooker. Cook some cows. I could have had some, or rotten flesh, zombie meat or something, I guess. Would have been another option. Okay. I wonder how many cows are in there. Let's see if we can get a rough estimate. 45, 50, not quite. Okay. Let's hope this side still works. Oh yeah. Hehehehe. Barbecue time. This side works very well. Spoke too soon. It left the water in, or the lava in there. Come on, suck it back up. Right. Because they have... Yep. The dispensers are constantly powered. I believe right behind this block. Yeah. Yep, they are. Come on, give me my block back. I want it. Okay, so that's gonna have to be fixed too. But I'll do that off camera. Just because we know the basic idea now, so we don't have to watch every bit of it. But I'll just get rid of those and leave these on quick tick pulses. Maybe. Have to play with that. Anyway, this has been a pretty decent episode. I got 34 cooked steak and a bunch of uncooked steak. Go ahead and stow that in my stash here. Put that away. Put these away, and about half of those. Alright, here we go. Ah, so good. 4 at once, it's amazing. Okay, well, I had wanted to show you, the wiring area. I said I was going to pretty it behind the villagers, and, where I'm going to send the new villagers. But I think I'll leave that for next time. It's looking good, but, you'll just have to wait. Oh. Well, I will see you next time. Have a good one.